Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you are fine and doing great in your summer vacation. Today we are going to discuss our chapter number 5, which is physical and chemical changes of matter. First of all, we will discuss chapter's highlights. In this chapter you will be able to identify physical chemical changes with their examples and their properties. Matter can be changed from one state to another by heating or cooling. That is your activity candle wax. Describe and demonstrate the states of water, that is melting, freezing, boiling, evaporation and condensation. Identify ways of accelerating the process of dissolving materials in given amount of water, providing reasoning in that is increasing the temperature, stirring, breaking the solid into smaller pieces increases the process of dissolving. Different mixture and solutions we will discuss detail in further in the chapter. Use of solutions and mixtures from your daily life. Distinguish between strong and weak concentrations of simple solutions. Simple solutions is the example of solutions. Identify changes in materials that make new materials with their different properties like decaying, burning and rusting. And in last, differentiate between physical and chemical changes with their examples. First of all, we will discuss chemical changes, then physical changes with their example. Chemical changes in our daily life, we come across many things which can change. If a new substance is produced as a result of this change, it is called chemical change. Always remember student, in chemical change, a new substance is produced always. In chemical change, if a change is occur, then a new substance is produced. Example, change in color and sound production. Second one is physical change. If there is no change, means there is no new substance is produced, it is called physical change. Examples, size, shape and state is changed. Always remember, in chemical change there is always a new substance is formed, but in physical change there is no new substance is produced. Now topic is change of states of matter. Before discuss the topic, we have to know about what is matter. What is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and takes up the space. In simple words, you can say matter is anything that occupies space. Examples include atoms and molecules. Every day you come across many changes in your life. For example, by dissolving sugar in water, you can make a sugar solution is a change. Can you list a few things around you that have some changes? Students, if you dissolve a sugar or salt in a water solution, then it is formed into a sugar solution or salt solution. Can you list a few things around that have some changes? Let's learn. In our daily life, we come across many changes which can change. If a new substance is produced as a result of this change, we called it a chemical change. Whereas if a no new substance is produced, it is called a physical change. Physical changes. To understand this, let us discuss some example of physical changes. Crush a small piece of chalk into dust. Add a little water to the dust to make a paste. Roll it into the shape of a piece of chalk. Let it dry. Do you recover chalk from the dust? Yes, we can recover chalk from the dust because we always know there is no new chemical, there is no new substance is produced during physical change. Only their size, their shape and their state is changed. Now this is your activity. You have to do this activity at your home under some observation. Boil some water in a container. You will see steam rising from the surface of water. Hold an inverted pan by its handle over at some distance from the boiling water as shown in this figure. Observe the inner surface of the pan. Do you see any droplet of water? Yes, you will see the droplets of water. Because in physical changes, you must know there is no new substance is formed, only the state and appearance of the substance is changed. By boiling water, you will see that water vapors are going to be attached with the lid or with the inverted pan you have to hold, you will see the water vapors in the process of boiling water. By the help of above examples, you can observe there is no formation of new substance. These all are physical changes. Now you can say a physical change is a type of change in which one substance does not change into a different substance, and only the form, that is size, shape and color state of the substance is changed. Now, what are physical properties of that substance? Size, shape, color and state of a substance are called its physical properties. Change of states of matter. Matter can be changed from one state to another by heating or cooling. For example, if ice is heated, it changes to water. If water is heated, it changes to steam. The particles of ice, water and steam are like, but they are arranged in different ways. So these are called physical changes. Similarly, when you heat the candle, wax melts and forms liquid wax, and when you cool down this heat wax, it again turns into solid wax. You will see that only the state of wax changes from solid to liquid on heating and from liquid to solid on cooling. So this is a physical change. As I told you earlier, in physical change only the state, shape and size of the material is changed, but no new substance is formed. Physical change में कोई भी नया substance नहीं बनता. वाटर की अगर एग्जाम्पल हम लोग लें तो अगर हम आइस को हीट करते हैं तो वो वाटर में चेंज हो जाती है, और अगर वाटर को हम लोग हीट करते हैं तो वो गैस में चेंज हो जाता है. और अगर पार्टिकल्स ऑफ आइस, वाटर एंड स्टीम को देखें तो वो सब एक जैसे हैं, सब वाटर मॉलिक्यूल से ही बने हैं, लेकिन उनकी जो स्टेट है वो डिफरेंट हो चुकी है. एक सॉलिड स्टेट है विच इज़ अ आइस, एक गैस स्टेट है जो हम स्टीम जिसको कह सकते हैं, और एक लिक्विड स्टेट है जो हमारा आम ड्रिंकिंग वाटर होता है. सिमिलरली ये आपकी एक्टिविटी है, आप इसको घर में ऑब्ज़र्व कीजिएगा. अगर हम कैंडल को जलाएं तो कैंडल जो है वो मेल्ट हो जाती है और लिक्विड वैक्स में चेंज हो जाती है, और उसी तरीके से अगर कैंडल की हीटेड वैक्स को, यानी कि जो मेल्टेड वैक्स है, उसको अगर हम कूल डाउन करते हैं तो वो दोबारा से सॉलिड वैक्स में चेंज हो जाती है. तो उसकी स्टेट तो चेंज हुई है बट कोई भी न्यू सब्सटेंस फॉर्म नहीं हुआ. डैट्स मीन दीज ऑल आर द फिज़िकल चेंजेस. टॉपिक नंबर 2 है स्टेट्स ऑफ वाटर, यानी वाटर की कितनी स्टेट्स हो सकती हैं. मेल्टिंग, एवोपोरेशन, बॉइलिंग, कंडेंसेशन, फ्रीजिंग. मेल्टिंग, सॉलिड इनटू लिक्विड. एवोपोरेशन, लिक्विड इनटू गैस. बॉइलिंग, लिक्विड इनटू गैस बट विद बबल्स फॉर्मेशन. कंडेंसेशन, गैस इनटू लिक्विड. एंड लास्ट वन इज़ फ्रीजिंग, लिक्विड इनटू सॉलिड, दैट इज़ आइस फॉर्मेशन. एज आई टोल्ड यू स्टेट्स ऑफ वाटर, but in this topic we will discuss the states of water in detail. As you know, water exists in 3 states, that is solid, liquid and gas. So now we have to discuss in detail. First one is melting. Melting is the process that changes a substance from solid to a liquid state, that is ice into water. Second one is evaporation. Evaporation is the process in which liquid changes into gas without forming bubbles. If bubbles are formed, this process is called boiling. अगर हम लोग पानी को गर्म करने के लिए रखते हैं तो आप देखेंगे कि पहले बबल्स नहीं बनते, पहले जस्ट एक स्टीम निकलती है. वो प्रोसेस को हम कहेंगे एवोपोरेशन, जिसमें ये होगा कि वाटर जो है वो अपनी लिक्विड स्टेट से गैस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. लेकिन कुछ टाइम बाद यू विल सी कि बॉइलिंग स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. तो बॉइलिंग एंड एवापोरेशन इज़ अ डिफरेंट प्रोसेस. एवापोरेशन इज़ द प्रोसेस इन विच लिक्विड चेंजेस इनटू गैस without forming bubbles. If bubbles are formed, this process is called boiling. When water is heated, the molecules move so quickly that they escape from the surface in the form of vapors. The rate of evaporation increases with the rates of increase in the temperature. Definitely, when you rise the temperature, the evaporation rate increases. जब हम पानी को गर्म करने के लिए रखेंगे और टेम्परेचर कम रखेंगे तो वो ज़्यादा टाइम लेगा एवोपरेट होने में, ज़्यादा टाइम लेगा अपने वेपर्स वाली स्टेट में कन्वर्ट होने में. लेकिन अगर हम लोग टेम्परेचर राइज़ कर देंगे, मतलब टेम्परेचर उसका बढ़ा देंगे, तो डेफिनेटली एवोपरेशन रेट विल ऑल्सो इंक्रीज़. Second last is condensation. Condensation is a process of changing of a gas into liquid state. This process can be explained by the following experiment. स्टूडेंट्स, कंडेंसेशन क्या होती है कि लिक्विड को हम लोग गैस का जो है वो हम चेंज कर देते हैं लिक्विड स्टेट में। इसका एक एक्सपेरिमेंट है, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट। आपने क्या करना है, एक कप ले लेना है, उसके अंदर हॉट टैप वाटर ऐड करना है। उसके बाद आपने एक एम्प्टी प्लास्टिक कप से उसको कवर कर देना है एंड वेट करना है 2 to 3 मिनट्स के लिए। देन यू विल सी अ लॉट ऑफ वाटर वेपर्स जो हैं वो एक्यूमुलेट हो जाएंगे एम्प्टी कप में जो आपने हॉट टैप वाटर के ऊपर रखा था। टेक अ कप एंड फिल इट विद हॉट वाटर टैप। Hot tap water, quickly place another empty plastic cup over the cup and wait for 2 to 3 minutes. The inside of empty cup has a lot of water vapors in it from the evaporating hot water. The water vapor will condense into liquid water when it touches the cooler surface. This process is known as condensation. By cooling down, by condensing, we can change gas into liquid state. This is called condensation. Last one is ice formation, that is freezing. The change of liquid to the solid state is called freezing, that is ice formation. डेफिनेटली जब हम वाटर को किसी भी कंटेनर में पुट करके उसको जो है हम फ्रीज़र में रखते हैं तो वो आइस क्यूब्स में चेंज हो जाता है, आइस फॉर्मेशन हो जाती है। इस चेंज को हम कहते हैं फ्रीजिंग। इट इज़ ऑल्सो अ फिज़िकल चेंज, यानी कि वाटर की स्टेट चेंज हुई है लेकिन कोई भी न्यू सब्सटेंस नहीं बना। So these all are the states of water. Number 1 is melting, solid into liquid. Number 2 is evaporation, liquid into gas. Number 3, boiling, liquid into gas but with bubbles formation. Number 4 is condensation, that is gas into liquid state. And last one is freezing, that is liquid into solid state, that is ice formation. Another interesting thing is included in your chapter which is water cycle or hydrological cycle. Actually, in simple words, you can say this is the formation of rain, how rain is formed. Evaporation and condensation both together create the water cycle. इन दिस प्रोसेस होता ये है कि जो हीट होती है वो रिवर, ओशन और लेक्स के अंदर जाके जो सन की हीट है वो वाटर वेपर्स बनाती है। सिंपली जैसे कंडेंसेशन होती है। वाटर वेपर्स क्या करते हैं, क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन करते हैं। डेफिनेटली जब क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन होती है तो एटमॉस्फेयर का जो टेम्परेचर है वो ठंडा हो जाता है, उसकी हीट कम हो जाती है और वो लो हो जाता है। देन दिस प्रोसेस, थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ कंडेंसेशन, द वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स एक्यूमुलेट टू फॉर्म क्लाउड। एज आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर कि जब टेम्परेचर एटमॉस्फेयर का लो होता है तो वाटर वेपर्स जो हैं वो कंडेंस होकर क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन कर देते हैं और बाद में अल्टीमेटली फॉल बैक ऑन अर्थ इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेन। उसके बाद जो है रेन की फॉर्म में दोबारा से अर्थ पे जो है वो गिरते हैं। दिस ऑल इज़ कॉल्ड वाटर साइकिल और हाइड्रोलॉजिकल साइकिल। इन सिंपल वर्ड्स आई टोल्ड यू that is hydrological cycle is that in which the heat of sun that make water from river, ocean and lakes to convert into water vapors. These water vapors rise the atmosphere and as the temperature of atmosphere is low, water vapors are converted into clouds. These clouds ultimately fall back on the earth in the form of rain. This is called water cycle or hydrological cycle. I hope you understand today's topic. Inshallah, we will discuss increasing the temperature and dissolving materials in our next video. Till then, take care of yourself.